Oi, lads. Alright, let's look at these Innistrad Midnight Hunt cards. Okay, so, I mean, I've already seen all of these because I was watching the stream, but we can talk about them. Most of them are pretty good, I think. Alright, join the dance. 2 mana, create 2 white human creature tokens, flashback 5. Human is relevant. That's just a good card, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. That is simply a good card. Move camera. Motherfucker. How about please? How about, hey, please move the camera. Move camera! Move camera! Please? Of course, man. You're welcome. Anytime. Anytime. Move it, you bitch. I mean, there's not too much to say about this card, is there? Not too much to say about it. It makes humans. Humans are good. It's cheap. Cheap is good. Makes 2 tokens. Tokens are good. It's got flashback. Flashback is good. Nice. Champion of the Perished. What are we looking at here? These are some early spoilers for Innistrad Midnight Hunt, which is the next, like, standard set. Due sometime in September. This is a friendly reminder that some viewers would have an enhanced experience if you were to kindly move your camera. Have a nice day. Well, of course, man. I will move that camera. All day. Alright, so this guy is also good. Also, well, I say also. Probably not that good in standard unless we really get a ton of zombies. But, I mean, if you're playing zombie tribal, you may want to consider this card. T-Tours. Alright, guys, fucking hell. Champion of the Parish, 1 mana. Whenever another zombie enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Champion of the Parish, 1/1 creature zombie. There you go. I've read it out for you. You can see the card. Can we talk about it now? Can we talk about it now? This is obviously a very narrow card that has to be played in Zombie Tribal. Where can you play Zombie Tribal? Maybe standard, probably not. Definitely historic, I would say. Historic zombies have to be good. What are your other 1-drops in historic zombies? You can play Crypt Breaker. You can play, I don't know. You can play 1 mana, 2/1, 3 mana, put it back into the battlefield if your hand is less than 2 cards. That's 3 good 1-drops. Have you got 3 good 2-drops? Well, you've got 2 mana, 2/2 Midnight Reaper. That's pretty good. You have... Any other 2-drops? White? I mean, white is okay. You don't really want to play white, though. He's kind of scuffed. Utopia, you don't have to play him. Lazotep Reaver is definitely good, as long as you're playing a lot of Lords in your deck. I'm not sure there's actually that many zombie Lords, though. Your main reason for playing zombies is, like, recursion, right? Lily, etc. Reggie? Yeah, maybe. We'll have to wait and see about standard. I highly doubt there will be a standard zombies deck, but hey man, maybe. And then we have Consider. I mean, it's an incredible card for zombies, obviously. It is Zombie Flourishing Fox. If your zombie deck is playable, then this card is in it. Other than that, not too much to say about it, is there? Then we have Opt on Crack here with Consider. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard, draw a card. So, obviously, Surveil is better than Scry. This plus Demilich, this plus Arclight Phoenix. Very cool. Infernal Grasp. 2 mana, destroy target creature, you lose 2 life. I mean, pretty good removal spell, but still only a removal spell. If you're playing black cards, if you're playing black lands, you should probably be playing like 4 of these motherfuckers, I would imagine. That card is Barocco. No, it's not. Still only a removal spell. Weird comment. Ah, it's not that weird, right? Removal spells are... They're 1-for-1 cards, right? You're trying to make them as efficient as possible. This one's pretty efficient. It's pretty good. But it is only just a removal spell. The best removal spells either cost 1 mana, because aka they are incredibly efficient, or they also do something else. So what are the best removal spells? Like Fatal Push and Bone Crusher Giant. You know? This is neither of those two things. It's pretty good. Alright, then we have just a better Shock, classic. We've got better Opt, and now it's time for a better Shock. Play with Fire. Play with Fire deals 2 damage to any target. If a player's dealt damage this way, scry 1. So that is a Shock, but if you go face, you get to scry 1. Pretty good. The thing is that Shock is really not that good though. Better Shock, better Doomblade, better Opt. Well, it's not better than Doomblade. Unless you're trying to target a black creature. How is it better than Doomblade? It's worse than Doomblade for 4 out of 5 colours. It's better than Doomblade for 1. True, but it's not just a little bit better than Doomblade versus black. I mean, guys, what are you talking about in this Infernal Grass thing? What is it you're trying to convince me about? Are you trying to convince me that this can go in a Magic deck? I'm already convinced it can go in a Magic deck, but it's just a removal spell, guys. What the fuck? Like, seriously, it's just a removal spell. Your opponent will play 1 card, and you will use this removal spell on that 1 card, and you will lose 2 life, and you might have 1-for-1 them, if you're lucky. It's just a removal spell. Alright, now it's time to move on to Daddy. Wrenn and 7. This is unbelievably good in Standard. +1, reveal the top 4 cards of your library. Put all land cards reveal this way into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. So this is +1, draw a little bit less than 2 cards. +1, draw 1.8 cards or something. Pretty good. 0. 0 is not too relevant, and apart from in edge cases, like sometimes you'll do 0, but most of the time you're doing +1 or -3, right? 0 is fine. If it's good with your current hand, then sure, go off, mate, hit the 0. But most of the time you're going to do +1 or -3. And the -3 is create a green tree folk creature token with reach, which is bigger than Goldspan. Therefore, cards gas. How much do you value putting cards in the graveyard? Well, that depends on what cards they are. Interesting that ramping into it makes your tree smaller. Well, if you're ramping with creatures, yeah. But if you're ramping with, like, put lands into play, it's the same, right? Yep, I mean, this plus a Seeker's Chariot is no joke. I'll play 4 mana Chariot, 5 mana this, make a big fucking idiot, attack with my Chariot and my 2 cats, and make another big fucking idiot. This card is absolutely insane in Standard, guys. Is Mono Green going to continue to be the nuts post-rotation? Oh, we don't know yet, right? It's the best deck in Standard 2022, but, like, if you're playing a 4... So sometimes when you add a new set to a Standard format, it doesn't make a massive splash, right? But that's normally when there's, like, 6 or 7 sets already, so adding 1's not going to make a huge difference. But when you've only got 4, then adding one is likely to make a decent difference, and that's if the cards are on the same power level. But judging what we've seen so far, I mean, there's a possibility that this set is a bit stronger than the other four that will be in standard. Maybe. It wouldn't surprise me, right? If it's a very strong set, like Eldraine rotates out, Wizards wants all your money, so they make a strong set and make you buy it all. Wouldn't be the first time they've done it. Won't be the last time they do it. It's pretty normal. So, I think chances of it being stronger than the other four sets it's not hugely high, but there's a chance that it's better, right? Should be prepared for that. What are my thoughts on Ren and 7? Seems incredibly good to me. The +1's absolutely broken. The -3 lines up so well against what the other good cards are in standard so far. It's an unbelievable card. You play this 5-mana Planeswalker, and -3 gives you a Beanstalk Giant. -3 gives you a fucking Beanstalk Giant. It's insane. With reach. And if any of you guys have been around for our standard 2022 decks that we've tried, what is, let's be honest with ourselves here, what is standard 2022? At the moment, it's mono green, mono white, or Goldspan Dragon decks. Treefolk creature token with reach on this creature's power and toughness are each equal to the number of lands you control is very, very good against mono green and the Goldspan Dragon decks. And when you start considering that you can play this in a big spell deck, right? Like you can play this in Teamer or something, right? Because it's helping you get lands into play. It's helping you find lands and get lands into play. So then you've got your deck is like Ren and 7, your own Goldspans. You've like some Teamer pile, right? Ren and 7, your own Goldspans, Epiphanies, you know? Your Chariots, and you can play Chariot, you can copy these tokens. Sounds good to me. And Tamer is also a deck where you'd want to play a lot of lands, right? So your +1's getting super strong there. Almost run 2 cards a turn. I mean, this +1 is just absolutely broken, man. It's ridiculous. Absolutely broken. Historic card? It's not good enough for Historic, no. But in Standard, with the other 4 sets, this thing is an absolute house, because, especially with the Chariots energy. You can just play like 4 Chariots. I don't know. Maybe you just play like, I don't know. You kind of start wanting to play Mordekainen at that point as well. Four Chariots, a lot of Mordekainens, and you're just making massive, stupid tokens every turn, right? Before you even consider all of the other things you can do with this, like find yourself lands, Mordekainen can draw you cards, and then you're not only that, but you're playing these like very strong planeswalkers, and who are just, along with the Chariots, they're just protecting themselves like to an insane level. I don't know if you can play only blue-green because you need removal, right? So you probably have to play black or red too. Maybe just Sultai. Sultai, you can just do this like blue-green ramp, Epiphany, Planeswalker token shit, and then you get black for your Infernal Grasps, you get black for your Bindings, for your Shadow's Verdicts or whatever. And Sultai seems kind of good to me. I thought removal was just a 1-for-1. Well, it's just a 1-for-1. But yeah, sick card, man. And then you have Triskaidekaphile. who you will not be playing in your Sultai or Teamer deck. Funny with Blood in the Snow. I don't know if you'll be able to play Blood in the Snow in a Sultai deck though, will you? Surely you can't get enough Snowlands in a Sultai deck, because you've got 12 pathways you need to play, right? 12 pathways and then your manlands as well. But you probably just should try blue-green first, which I guess we will do. I suspect it will not be good enough and you'll have to play Sultai or Teamer, but... Triskedophile, is this German? This is the English name. I don't know what it's called in German. Probably the same. What site are the reveals on? This is just MTG Goldfish, man. It has Greek roots and it means someone who loves the number 13. She's always willing to lend a hand, it just won't be her own. True! Big true. Don't worry, dude. I know you're upset, but I can absolutely point you in the direction of someone who cares and will be happy to help. The land arts? The land arts are nice, guys. I don't know, man. Are they better than the Pokemon lands? They're absolutely the closest competitor so far. I don't know if I'm going to ditch the Pokemon lands for these, but... Damn. It's going to be a tough call. Ecuador! Ecuador!